Hey guys, this is Austin from Austin's Tech Review, and today we are going to be looking at our cheap $280 budget gaming PC build. As it says in the picture right here, it's going to expect medium Battlefield 4 settings at 30 FPS. It's not going to be 60, it's not going to be the golden standard for PCMR, I know. But really, what else would you expect for $280? If you're playing something like League of Legends or something, I would expect high settings at 30 FPS, maybe ultra settings 30 FPS. But that's really much. That's really about it. This is meant for the person who doesn't really have all the money, or maybe it's for maybe one of the young ones. God bless them, who wants to get into PC gaming. This is really going to be for them because they don't have all the money in the world. Maybe this is going to be for a birthday or a Christmas, but this is going to be the lowest of the low that you're ever going to get that's going to meet the requirements for a lot of PC games. So let's jump right into it with our processor. We have the AMD A10 5800K. I know it's a Trinity, which is an older architecture, but it is quad core at 3.8 gigahertz no less. So it's going to be a pretty fast card, or pretty fast processor. But there is a graphics card built onto it. That's what makes this one special. It's called an APU. I can't tell you what the abbreviation stands for, but it has the graphics built in. There will be no separate graphics card for this build because everything you're going to need graphics wise is packed onto this chip. Now, you're going to expect Battlefield 4 medium settings, I know 30 FPS locked, but really, it's all you really need for 1080p. If you bumped it down to 720p, I'm sure that you would be getting high settings, maybe medium high settings. That high settings might be pushing it. But really, at only $89, you really have you have a lot of your PC just standing right there at $89. That's not really too bad. Now, the next one is our motherboard. I know I couldn't find it on Newegg, but it's on Super Bees. That's a Dodge car. Anyway, on Super Bees website, we have our Asus A88XME. It's an Asus board, so I like it. The reviews on it, from what I've seen, are pretty good. And even, look at this, it's only coming in at $50. It would originally be $66, but luckily this is the only website that I've seen that comes with a mail-in rebate. So basically you're getting more for your price. You're getting better price. And everybody knows that really if you spend a little bit more considering different factors, this is going to be one of the better ones that you can get. This is going to be a really good board for that budget PC gamer in your life if that's not you. It meets all the requirements. It has all the RAM slots that you're going to need for up to 16 gigabytes. Actually, it accepts up to 32, which is not bad for a dual channel or single channel. But it will accept up to 32 gigabytes, but I don't see why you would hold this motherboard for too long. It holds the FM2, which is what our A10 holds, and I believe it will accept one graphics card. Yep, it will accept one graphics card along with this. So if you want to add in a graphics card later, I would recommend the R7 all the way up to the 260X. If you get the 265, that's probably a little bit too good for this system. You're probably going to get some bottlenecking in some ways or another when it comes to crossfire, not really performance. Next, we have our 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, this is one of the more cheaper I could find. I've seen a little bit cheaper, but really, this isn't too bad considering it's 1600 megahertz. The latency is a bit high for my kind of taste, but doesn't stop it from being a solid 8 gigabyte stick of RAM. There's no compatibility issues. This will run on this system. Really, 8 gigabytes is all you're going to need. And if you want to update your PC, like maybe if you're going to change from your A10 up to an FX series and change your motherboard to an AM3 Plus series or the upcoming AM4 systems, this is going to be able to be carried over. And it's going to suit you for gaming perfectly fine, as long as you don't mind the tacky green color. This is all you're going to need for gaming. And if you want to add another one later on, hey, that's 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it's all packed in one stick too. I have a 2 4 gig set in my system for 8 gigs. 8 gigs is perfect. But we gotta store everything. So we have our Western Digital 1 terabyte hard disk drive. In every build guide that I'm going to do, it's probably going to either include one of these, or it's going to include a small SSD. But really, this is going to be in every build system. I have one in my system, haven't had any problems with it yet. Right now the price is a bit high. I don't know why. I'm potent, I didn't know it. Anyway, this is the golden standard. If you're going to be any hard drive, it should be this one. Everybody likes these hard drives, no matter what. And that's enough storage to hold everything. It was somewhere down here, and it said, yes, hold up to 200,000 photos. Who has 200,000 photos? 250,000 MP3 files, doesn't mention how big or how small they are, or 120 hours of video, 1080p, 720p, 4K, I don't know, but still 120 hours of video, that's like 2 Lord of the Rings movies, guys. Come on. Who doesn't want 2 Lord of the Rings movies on their computer? Anyway, we're going to need to power all this, so we have the Seasonic SS300 ET phone home. It's 300 watts. I know it's not really the biggest power supply you could get, but really, I looked at the PC part picker. I put all these things together. It would only need up to 160 watts, and that does not mean you get a 170 watt power supply. That does not mean that you are going to burn out your system in no time. But for 300 watts, that's pretty good. You're utilizing a little bit over half of its full potential, which is not bad if I do say so myself. This is 80 plus bronze certified, so that means it has less of a chance of going out. It's not going to deliver a bunch of dirty power. It's going to deliver some pretty clean power to your build. But we're going to need to house everything in one little case. And when I say little, I mean little case. This is the cheapest case you can get. Bar none, the cheapest. It comes with everything you need. And it, fans, I/O port for you to put your motherboard in. It's $30. It's $30. But it does hold the micro ATX, which is what our motherboard is. It's nothing crazy. It's not going to be the most high-tech gaming chassis out there. But really, it's going to get the job done, and at a really affordable price, too. I could probably pick up 4 or 5 of these, like, right now, just with the money I got right now. And that's pocket change, really. Just kidding, I can't even afford one of these right now, because I only have $20 to my name. Kill me now. Anyway, this is a good system. It's a good build. It's going to be good for that person in your life that really wants to get into PC gaming, or if you're a kid and you don't really want him to have the over-the-top stuff. This would make a good Christmas present, or it would make a good birthday present, providing you know how to put one together at least. This is going to be the cheapest you're going to get that's still going to be able to play games decently instead of... It's not going to be playing off a potato, I can tell you that much. Anyway, thank you all for joining me today. If you liked the video, like the video. If you disliked, you know what to do there. If I could do something better, go ahead and leave a comment. I will accept your criticism, as harsh as it may be. Just kidding, just kidding. And if you really did like the channel, and you like this and expect more in the future, go ahead and just subscribe. I mean, just do it. Do it! No, that's a dead meme. It's a dead meme. Anyway, see you all in a couple weeks. Just tell me what you want. If you want a $700 build, $800 build, leave a comment on what you want, and I'll probably do it. Alright, anyways, later, guys. See you in the next video in a couple weeks.